Hey YouTube, Facebook, whatnot. This is Blood Junkie, and as you might have seen by the title of the video, this is an update to the 6x6 Tatra. So yeah, I'll just show that to you. Just to make things a little easier, I'm just sitting on the floor here of the guest room. So the game room, really, I guess is probably what I've been calling it, but it really is a guest room as well. So anyway, yeah, let's see, what, anyway, I'm stalling, sorry. Move it over here. Alright, so here it is. This is the vehicle. You see the crawler in the background there. I can give you a comparison of size. I'd rather move it over here. So the crawler is pretty big, and part of that is because it uses really big wheels, and these are the biggest wheels I have. These are not the biggest wheels Lego makes, but they're the biggest I have. Well, actually, they might be the biggest that Lego makes, but they're not the biggest that Lego has made. So anyway, you want to check out this vehicle, this crawler here, then I suggest you check out my channel where I have videos on it and stuff. So yeah, that's just for size comparison. So here we have the Tatra. It is an upgrade from the 6x6 Tatra. It has become the 8x8 Tatra. It has followed the same basic chassis throughout, but it's gone through a few minor improvements and a few major improvements as well. So, if I am to show you what it does here, I will start by showing you around the vehicle by telling you the small things about it, such as the fact that it quite obviously has 8 wheels. There are 4 in the front, 4 in the rear. It has 8-wheel drive throughout the vehicle, so all 8 wheels of the vehicle are driven. There are no differentials in this vehicle. It's all, for the most part, decent crawler, easy to build kind of thing. Not really a crawler. Don't call it a crawler. It's not a crawler at all. But anyway, it does have suspension in the front and the rear. And this is, if you didn't know, Tatra has kind of a funky style. Angled wheels. Now this works best with balloon tires like these. These are actually not the largest I have, but I only have 8 of these. I have a total of 8 of these center caps. I have 4 Unimog tires and 4 off-roader tires. And that was what I used for the Epic 4x4, 6x6, and 8x8. This I had to go a little smaller because I only had 6 of the previous wheels that were used on the 6x6 Tatra. That was before it went through some of these upgrades. So I'll start by showing you the suspension here. It's got a pretty decent amount of space. Fit a controller under it. Not so shabby. Pretty decent, really. But here's the thing about it. It's nice because it really doesn't activate unless it's actually on something, because otherwise it doesn't try to push outward because it's on that angle like that. Of course, once it starts rolling, that changes. So if I just roll it back and forth, you'll see it can dip. But that's me pressing pretty hard on it. So let's see. If you look at the suspension, I don't know what the compression rate is on these, but it's just one of the harder springs and one of the softer springs. This is quite simple, so just pop the wheel off there. Pretty much see right inside of there, and that's pretty neat, I guess. Sorry if I'm doing a crappy camera job. This is the first time I've ever tried to do it this way. These are all V1 parts. V1 controller, no modifications, no special add-ons to make it appear as though it's a controller like I used to do. I just find that useless now. It's a waste of time to build a controller for it, unless you really need it, or you really want want showmanship. And I don't care for showmanship because it's not this. Nobody cares what you can do with a controller. I've shown you what I can do with a controller. It's about showing you what I can do with the vehicle. So, it has a bit of an ugly cab, but I've managed to get past that. The XL motor down here is what drives it, and I can actually give you a better show around it, but first I want to continue showing you more of the suspension features. So, move it around to the front. You can see the front of it there. It's black. That's pretty much what happens. It'll go over a bump and the wheel will lift up like that. That's about as high as it'll go. It's to be at a 90-degree angle. And then drop back down. It has that all the way around, obviously. So it's the same basic concept. The front two wheels are suspended on a total of 6 shock absorbers. And that's because I only have so many of these yellow ones, and I needed a lot of them to hold the weight of the front because of the cab and the motors and whatnot being more towards the front. But aside from that, there's not a lot to show for all that stuff. It's got a rack and pinion system for the turning, and I can show you that more closely as well. But I want to take this wheel off and show you what it looks like on the inside. So you can see that. Small universal joint, no portal, didn't have room for it. So not really a great vehicle, not a great method really used there. But I can show you, if I flip it on, that it does have turn, the ability to turn rather. It's not have turn, has the ability to turn rather. Like I said, 4-wheel steering. And lift it up a bit more here and maybe angle this upward. You can see it's kind of slow, but it's actually quicker than the crawler. That's because there's no portal here that can slow things down. So that's a little unfortunate to go without the portal. It puts more stress on the universal joints, so this is probably going to be the last time I do this. No functional lights on this one, just because I didn't really have time to put them in, and I didn't care enough to put them in. You can see in the cab there's a little Lego Technic figure. Not that that matters. Like I said, cab's a bit ugly. You can clearly see that from here. But yeah, so this is what the vehicle looks like. Cargo bay kind of thing. Trailer. I don't know. It's not a fifth wheel. It's just a hitch for a weaseling trailer, you know, wimpy one, whatever you want to call it. So no functional lights or anything. Now the axle setup is a little funky. Now I'm going to turn it over to show you this. All right. So here we have the bottom of the vehicle, and you can see it's got a significant gear down from the motor to this axle. This axle is offset a bit so that it can make it out here to the side where it goes into these gray gears. I don't know what they are. I'm imagining something near 14 tooth or somewhere around there. And then it goes across to the other side, and that transfers to the front left wheels of the vehicle from the front right wheels of the vehicle. From there it goes on through this axle here, and that applies as well to this side, all the way to the front. As you can see, it's quite a decent method. Same concept goes all the way to the back here. Just a simplified method without the steering units or the steering portion. Excuse me, I'm having a bit of trouble breathing. That's actually not true. I'm kind of coming down with a cold. So yeah, single XL drive. It's got a mild offset. You can see it's not really that mild, is it? Yeah. It's not mild at all. It could be much more mild than it is. But anyway, you can see the wheels all turn, or rotate rather. All 8 of them. It wouldn't be an 8x8 if all 8 wheels didn't turn when you press forward. That's the steering. This is what it looks like from the top. I can't really demonstrate this suspension because in the front it's really too stiff, but I can demonstrate it there a bit. Not really well, but I can. But, you know, so that's about as good as I can get with that demonstration. But I can kind of show you the gear functioning. Goes from there, through this axle, there, and then out to the side, as well as to this gear here, which transfers to the opposing side, and then drives that axle. And that works pretty nicely. Now that you've seen that, I will attempt to flip it over. And now, I apologize for wasting your time. It's been 10 minutes and all I've showed you is, well, nothing, practically. I'm going to disassemble it a bit here. This is the roof. It's kind of a piece of junk. Not really a piece of junk. I don't know why I said that, but whatever. Let's see. What else can I remove here? Well, I can get rid of these side panels right here, like that, and then pull out the flooring. And I can do that on this, on the opposing side as well. Try to lay out all my parts here so that I can put it back together appropriately. My little Technic dude, he has no wheel, not that that matters. Now, what you can see in there, you can see the rack and pinion. Maybe you can't, but whatever. It is in there, and it does functionally steer. And let's see, what else can I do? Oh yeah, here's what else I can do. Why don't I pick off the receiver like this, and out goes this part. Now this is just the tray in the back. It also holds in the battery. This standard battery pack, good old-fashioned 6 AA method, standard Kirkland batteries, not NIMH or anything. I find those get a little bit of loss, actually. I'll move the receiver out of the way here. You'll see the gear ratio between the motor and the actual rack and pinion setup. It's quite significant. It uses the same gear ratio as the crawler over there does. And quite decent in function. It slows it down reasonably enough. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that little bit of things there. And of course, what would be the point of going to all the trouble with this if it couldn't be easily put back on? So let's do that here. And there it goes. Now we just slide this little Technic guide back in here, and the other plate, the other side. That's really just for appearance. It doesn't do a whole lot. It does kind of prevent debris, if you will, from getting inside of things. Oh, darn it. Oh, well, look at me. I've been a doofus. I've forgotten to reroute my receiver. That's fine. One continuous shot, as DJ Medic would say. Is that his name? I don't know. But he's an awesome RC guy. He knows a lot about that kind of stuff. So I enjoy his videos. He's very entertaining. If you like radio-controlled things, I suggest that you check out his videos. Just search DJ Medic, or oh, what else would it be? RC Adventures, that kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, come on. There we go. Alright. Down it? There we go. That'll work. So anyway, that's it. I'm not going to show you any off-roading because it's just a cruddy off-roader in every sense of it, really. In fact, it's too slow even for me to wait for doing all that turning around, because I'm just impatient like that. But yeah, so you can see there it is. Oh, no, you can't, because I'm not looking at it. But anyway, there it is. You can see it's slow, but because it doesn't have portals, it creates a minor issue in the torque, and it really messes up the universal joints. So that's unfortunate. But anyway, I just wanted to show you what the 6x6 Tatra has become, because I think it's quite awesome. Yeah, you can hear that clicking and clacking. That's really just the plates on the inside of there, because they're not secured down in any way at all. But anyway, that's that. So sorry if I wasted your time. Sorry if you're bored. If you made it through this without skipping, I don't know what's up with you, but you see a doctor maybe, or sober up, whatever. Personally, I don't drink. I don't like that idea. Right then. And no, I don't want to get any hate comments on that, because I don't drink. Don't care. Don't want to. Don't need to. Nobody needs to. It's damaging to your body. Don't tell me there's research proving otherwise. That's like innocent until proven guilty. Take the chance or don't. Anyway, that's that. The Tatra dealio. 8x8 Tatra now. So, this is Blade Junkie. Sign off. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, but don't be rude, or your comments won't be shown. Anyway, yeah, like I said, this is Blade Junkie. Sign off. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.